Never felt that, come on, yeah. Never felt that, come on, yeah. When I never felt that, come on, yeah. You gotta get up.
And now it's time to take a look at the people and their environment of the Russian core. That's kind of a cool building. That's completely made of wood. Rapid expansion in the oil and gas section led to conflicts with the organizations seeking to protect the environment. That is the boreal forest. Drilling inside the Arctic Circle and pipeline brings millions of rubles. That would be the Russian version of dollars. Traveling through, but it also traveling through protected areas and will threaten the surrounding environment. So there is that trade-off again. Other environmental problems deal with things like super trawlers. You know what almost happened to Nemo? I guess it wasn't Nemo. They were looking for Nemo. Dory. Anyhow, huge trawlers, unnecessary death of millions of fish and marine animals. It's not very particular. You just grab whatever you want in that. I guess the key is to what then? Are they swimming up or swimming down? I don't even remember. Before, during the Soviet era, the only focus was on industrialization and expanding the economy. No look at the environment or thought of the environment at all. So we've damaged water, air, soil, and forests. That is a picture of a Soviet farm. These were not family farms. They were run as factory farms. So you worked, just instead of going to the factory, you showed up to these huge, giant farms, and you went to work on the tractor. Nuclear waste, if you take a look at that chart, that shows the growth and decline of nuclear weapons by both the United States and the Soviet Union / now Russia. If you haven't seen Spies Like Us, it involves mobile ICBMs such as that. I suggest you find it out there. That is a crater from an underground nuclear test. The Chernobyl disaster. Thousands of people are going to die from direct result of this radiation poisoning. Chernobyl was a nuclear reactor which the core exploded. Tens of thousands more continue to suffer from cancer, stomach diseases, cataracts, immune system disorders. Somewhere in the vicinity of 350,000 people are homeless and become refugees from this catastrophe. Now, I think there recently was a horror film made. There are these completely deserted communities, some unpleasant results, tremendous amount of birth defects. They have increased the nuclear standards, which means they actually have some now. Some nuclear plants have been shut down due to safety reasons. 29 nuclear plants are still operating. They've got problems with fertilizer runoff, which we've talked about before, pesticide, radioactive materials wandering around, and every once in a while they lose an ICBM. Nothing to worry about. There's our overspray with fertilizer. Caspian Sea, Moldova, Volga rivers contaminated. That looks about as contaminated as you can get. Aral Sea from 1977 to 2006. It is almost completely gone due to irrigation for cotton production. How do we address these issues? International regulations, steps to prevent further contamination. Conservation efforts are continuing in Russia. That is an electric car. Still have a long way to go. Sustainable Forest Pilot Project. Still the vast majority, well, not majority, that would be over 50%, largest forest